way easier than Facebook even. Setting up meeting for YouTube Live. Done.
Nice.
Way easier than Facebook. Oh, wow. It's like super delayed. So how? Meeting for YouTube Live. Do you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Done.
Nice.
Way easier than Facebook. Oh, wow. It's like super delayed. Okay, what is this? So how?
like
Meeting for YouTube Live. Do you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Done. How do we fix that?
Not sure. Does one of us need to be muted, or wonder if that would work?
Let me go to YouTube. Let's see.
Not sure.
This
Does one of us need to listen to my voice too? Wonder if that would work.
I can't tell if I'm hearing you in the present or you in the past.
Sure. Fake mouth words and see.
Okay.
Listen to my voice too. Wonder if that would work.
I can't tell if I'm hearing you in the present or you in the past.
Sure. Fake mouth words and see.
Okay.
Listen to my voice too.
Okay. I think I got it. If you go to, oh, did you fix yours?
I don't know. Did I?
Oh, maybe because I have it pulled up on YouTube. Okay, so I muted the YouTube version so that we're not hearing that, but it's happening in the background.
Sweet.
That was trippy. Okay. Okay. We have one watching. I think it's me though. Let me post the link to this
Okay.
onto our Facebook page. Here we go.
I think Colton's gonna hop on here shortly, so we'll have a couple of us here.
Oh, good. Okay. Live at 5. Okay. So we've shared that to the Facebook page. Hi, everybody. If anyone is tuning in, welcome to Life Skills, or if you're watching this later, welcome to you too. So we're on YouTube now, which should be easier than Facebook because you don't have to have a special account or anything. You can just go right to the YouTube video. So as we transition over, we will figure it out as we go. We got Jake. Colton's on his way. They're going to talk to us about mentors.
Yes, we are. It's gonna be great.
Excellent.
Tell me when to go. Are we just still waiting around? We got a little bit of time, or?
Yeah, we've got 2 minutes. Okay. Let's see.
Then do you give, or are you able to give me access where I can share?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, share screen. Okay, I think, yeah, I need to get permission.
There we go.
Go.
Oh, there's Colton. Hi, Colton.
What's up, Deidre? I'm driving right now, so I'm gonna keep my camera off. But how's it going?
Good. Safety first. It's going very, very well. It's freezing. It's freezing cold. I know everyone knows that, but
yeah, no, I've been outside working on my car, so I know.
Oh,
Saw a couple snowflakes too.
Yeah, I did too.
I think there were a few.
I saw it was like the coldest day in like 2 or 3 years or something like that. Like something crazy, like the high temp didn't get above freezing or something like that. It's the first time in like since 2018, I think they said.
I believe it.
Wow. Yep.
The first time since when, Jake?
I was reading on Twitter or something. It said like since 2018. was the last time. Like the tip never, went over 32. I think it capped today at 32.
So this winter's already colder than last winter, is what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
saying.
Yeah, for sure. They definitely said it was the coldest day of this year, and then they were looking back like the last time it even happened, and it was like 2018. So
Man,
mild the last few years, then, huh? I guess we haven't had like any snow or ice or anything in a little bit.
Yeah. That was like 3 years ago, wasn't it? That we had that big snowstorm, or no, more than 3, because I was living in Fort Smith.
Yeah, there was
that was
one.
maybe 4 years ago.
There was one where
The ice apocalypse, is that what you're referring to?
That's what I'm referring to.
Yeah. When we got out of like school, I got out of Harding for like 2 weeks or something crazy. And then there was another one a few years ago. There's 2 different ones, I think, that like took schools out and stuff for a long time. But anyway,
I'm going to text this link to a few youth that normally hop on, just, because we're switching and it's different. And so I'm going to do that. And then I think we are good to get started.
Cool.
Okay, you guys, take it away. Thanks so much for being here.
Glad to be here. For those who are watching now or watching later, my name is Jake. This is Colton, and we are here to talk a little bit about mentors and the benefits of having a mentor with Immerse. And so, again, it's usually good for us to go back and forth with people if they're in the chat. So if you are watching this and have any questions or comments, anything like that, definitely go ahead and post them in here. If you have questions later, again, if you're watching later on, talk to your coach, write us a text, email, whatever, if you're interested in anything that we're talking about today with mentors. So I have a little presentation that we go through. Let me see if I can pull it up here. All right. There's this. Let me start from the beginning. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about mentors. So let's just get started with a little icebreaker here. So this is Mark Zuckerberg. If anyone is familiar with him, he's the creator of Facebook, billionaire. But he had a mentor growing up, or as he was getting started with his technology, endeavors. Does anybody, or if you're again watching later, if you can think about it for a few seconds, who would be his mentor? Who would have been one of his mentors? A few seconds here. 3, 2, 1. All right, it was Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is his mentor. So again, Steve Jobs, another well-known figure in the technology community. He created the iPhone, the iPod, iMac, everything Apple basically came from Steve Jobs. So he was a big role model for Mark Zuckerberg growing up. So we have a couple more examples here. So we have Oprah Winfrey. Everyone knows who Oprah is. So who would have been her mentor? A few seconds to think about it. 3, 2, 1. It was Maya Angelou.
I knew that one.
Did you? Did you remember it? Because last time?
I knew that one last time too, though.
She was a famous American poet, writer, civil rights activist, very much involved with Oprah as one of her mentors growing up. Scottie Pippen. So any sports fanatics out there. So actually a famous Arkansas alumni, went to the University of Central Arkansas, played college here, ended up going to the Bulls in the 90s. And he actually had a mentor as well, and that was actually a member of his own team. You could think of who that might have been in the 90s. That was Michael Jordan. So again, no need to introduce Michael Jordan, the GOAT, back in the 90s, and some would even say today. He's the greatest of all time. Finally, we have Harry Potter. So any Harry Potter nerds out there, who was his mentor? And that would have been Dumbledore. For those who are familiar with Harry Potter, Dumbledore was the headmaster there, basically the principal at Hogwarts, and basically looked after Harry while he was there. So those are just a few examples of kind of famous mentor-mentee relationships. And just kind of when you're looking back at some of those relationships, what's something in common with all of these mentor and mentees? And the answer is there was something about each of these mentors that the mentee admired, okay? And that they sought guidance or advice from them for their own personal growth in life. So these mentors had no ulterior motive, meaning they had nothing really to gain other than to they just wanted to see that mentee grow in the relationship. Okay, so they just wanted to provide that insight, experiences, and direction that mentee otherwise would not have had access to. So if you think about all these relationships, you could look at each one of these and say like, wow, that person really had a strong role model, someone to guide them and get them to where they finally were able to get to in life because of the experiences and the direction that the mentor was able to provide for them. So just kind of looking into Immerse and what it looks like to have a mentor in Immerse, and you may have questions. What's the difference between a mentor, the coach that you have at Immerse, your RA if you're living in one of the Immerse houses, maybe with your own family members. Sometimes those can all kind of blend together, and you're like, well, what's the difference between a mentor and some of those other supports I have? So if you look at this here, this is just a little diagram of just some people that Immerse can help get you connected with while you're here in the program. And you can see, there's the coach, obviously the mentors is who we're talking about here. Again, resident assistants, if you have a therapist or a counselor, if you have any school or work supports, like any teachers or, again, school counselors, community groups, church groups, all of those are what we call our tribe. Okay, so these are people that we're putting in your life to come around you and to support you while you're in our program. So if we're just gonna, just zoom in on just some of the ones that are Immerse specific, this kind of breaks down the difference between what the coach, the mentor, and what your RA does. So if we just start with the coach is, it's a shorter term relationship. Usually that coach is there with you when you're in the program for maybe a year and a half. Oftentimes that coach is the one driving those goals, reaching out to you, asking you how you're doing towards your goals, those kind of things. If we're going to the bottom, similarly, the resident assistant, it's more like a hybrid role. So the resident assistant isn't directly like working for Immerse, but they kind of are affiliated with Immerse. And they're kind of like your after hours supports when you're in our housing. So again, they could also provide a lot of those supports that a mentor would provide or a coach would provide. But really the main difference that a mentor does between those other two is that the mentee, or you as the youth in the program, you're the ones who are driving that relationship between you and your mentor. You're the one who would be expected to reach out to the mentor, on a weekly basis, or basically drive how you would want that relationship to go. So if you are interested in maybe a career path that a certain mentor has that you're interested in getting involved in, like nursing, whatever, culinary, we have mentors that we can connect you with that can help you get in the door for some of those kind of paths. Or say you just want someone to go shoot hoops with, someone to hang out with on the weekends, or just kind of do fun things. That's something that we could also do, is help find some people in the community that have similar interests that you have. And again, the goal would be for you to be the one that's driving that relationship, and again, basically setting the tone of what you'd want to get out of it. So just who are some of our mentors? Again, these are just, stock photos. These aren't real mentors that we have, but you can kind of see they are actually real examples that we pulled from some of our mentors that we do have in our program, of just some of the backgrounds that they're coming from. I mean, we have people who are, college grads, have people who didn't go to college, but we have people who, experts in a lot of different fields, a lot of nurses, doctors, interested in, beauty, hair, technology, backpacking. There's all kinds of different athletics is on here. I mean, we have people that are in the community right now that are wanting to, be a part of your life if that's something that you're interested in learning more about, is as part of our mentor program. I see something in the chat. I'm not able to see it right now.
Oh, okay. It was me. Regina, Michael, and Sunny are here. So
Hey,
just
guys.
wanted to say hi.
Hey,
Shout out.
cool. All right. So again, just kind of what do you need to do if you wanted to get started with, getting a mentor relationship going with us here at Immerse? My clicker's not, there it goes. Okay. So kind of the first thing that we do is if you're interested in getting a mentor, obviously we need you to let us know. So there's a few different ways you can do that. Obviously, if you're already assigned a coach, you could reach out to your coach and say, hey, heard a little bit about mentors at Life Skills, or I'm interested in learning a little bit more. And your coach can get you connected directly with me and Colton, and we can talk with you a little bit more, kind of see what you're interested in. And actually, we would probably give you this questionnaire, which I'm not sure if you're able to click directly from this presentation, but, or Deidre, are you able to copy and paste it into the chat? If not, we can post it here in a little while. If we're not able to do it right this second, we can copy and paste it into the chat, and it'll take you to a little questionnaire that we have that, again, just kind of asks some of your basic interests, things you like to do. Again, some things you'd want to get out of that mentor relationship. And what we do is we actually give that same questionnaire to our mentor. So we're able to compare the two and kind of see where there may be some overlap and some insight on, hey, this person may be a good match for this person because they're both interested in this. And then, usually from there, we set up a time to meet. It's, maybe over lunch or at the OC or something like that. You can come to one of our events that we've been doing. I know some people that are on that are watching here, Sunny, Regina, Michael, I know some of y'all have been to some of our mentor events that we've put on over the last few months, where we just have a hangout time where it's just mentors and youth hanging out, and just seeing if there's any connection between any guys and girls out there. So let's see. My clicker's not going. Actually, and that may be it for just the presentation, but just a little bit speak more about like some of the stuff that we do, like the events and things that are going on. We've been doing bonfire type events for the last few weeks. Really for right now, mainly for our life-based youth have been the ones who have been participating in that just with COVID numbers. But as we get into 2021 and hopefully when things start becoming a little bit more leveled off, where we can start inviting more people out, we would love to open that up to everybody. And actually, if you are watching this and you are interested and you're like, hey man, I just really want to be a part of that, maybe you aren't part of our life-based program right this second, that's okay. Definitely reach out and let us know. We could probably make some special accommodations to get you out to one of these events and introduce you to some of the guys and girls that we have that are mentors that are coming to those. So yeah, Colton, do you have anything to add? I mean, again, I'm super informal with this. That's kind of the gist of it. But again, I know some of y'all, again, that are watching this now, I think actually all three of y'all that are on the chat have mentors, which is excellent. And so I don't know if there's any way for y'all to interact or if we could see anything that y'all are saying about it, but would love to hear either now or later just about some of the experiences y'all have had with your mentors. And really hype it up for us, because we know that especially with y'all three, y'all have some really good mentors also. So
yeah, Regina just said I have a mentor. Big shout out to Miss Cherie, and then like a bunch of emoji party faces. Yes, Miss Cherie is an amazing mentor.
Yes, she is.
And you, Regina, you guys have been together for a long time now. How long have you and Miss Cherie been paired up? Type that in there.
Well, and while she's typing that, that's actually a good point, because that's something that I didn't mention earlier, kind of with what we would want out of a mentor-mentee relationship. Is that something that we would want to last, past your time with Immerse? It could be something for, when you're, 25, 30, 35, it could still be someone that that you could reach out to, and that they would be able to, give you advice, have your back, take you out to lunch, I'll do all those kind of things with. It's not something that's just confined, while you're in the program. We hope it's a lifelong relationship, or one that you could take with you just past your time here. So that's a good point.
For sure. I'll let you know if she responds. We've got a little bit of a delay here.
Yeah. I know Sonny, I think Dominique has been your mentor now for a little bit, which has been great. I know Michael, I think Trevor was your mentor, if I recall. So I know you guys have, very strong relationships with your mentors. So I'm glad to see y'all three on here. Because I know y'all three could speak highly about y'all's relationships with y'all's mentors. So
Yes. Regina says, as long as I knew you and when I first got here.
yeah,
So it was like February 2018. So,
Yeah.
It'll be 2 years in February. That's amazing and going strong.
Yeah.
And Regina has since graduated the program. She's in her own place now. She's not in life-based housing, but her and Miss Cherie just hang out. I know Miss Cherie helped her get a bunch of stuff for her new apartment, took her shopping, helped her with some doing some budgeting stuff for how much she would need for her utility accounts.
Yeah.
Those are all things that mentors are so good at doing, and
Absolutely.
it's super helpful.
Yeah. That's you're exactly right. I mean, that's the whole idea. Those mentors, and again, they don't have any ulterior motive other than they just want to see you succeed. So the more you want to get out of that relationship, the more that they're going to pour into you. So again, the more you're reaching out, we're not going to guarantee that they'll take you. That they can't be like a taxi or just like someone just to take you to around town or to buy you everything you're wanting, that kind of thing. But there's still opportunity there for them to again, lunches or helping you with those budgeting questions that you have, or if you're just having a tough time with relationships or just need someone to talk to. I mean, that's kind of what mentors are there for. And they have they're really, again, separate from Immerse. So, there's no I don't know, affiliation with, they don't have to abide by, Immerse standards of, I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, they're just separate from Immerse. So, I mean,
they're not going to tattle on you.
Yeah.
They don't have to check up on you in that kind of way, follow program rule kind of.
Yeah, they're just the only affiliation with us is that they've come through us to meet you because they're interested in pouring into the lives of our young adults here. So, but yeah, that's again short and sweet.
That's great. Well, Regina just said I'd asked if they had any stories that they wanted to share about their mentors, and Regina said that Miss Cherie's been a huge help as I took this journey to have my own spot.
Yes.
So you heard it from our own overcomer, Regina Jones. Mentors are awesome.
Yes. Colton, I know you're driving, but I mean, is there anything to add on there? I know you're just as involved as I am with just some things. By the way, if anyone's watching, me and Colton are kind of hand in hand with a lot of the mentor pairings. So if you come across either one of us, we both could be resources for you to get you connected with mentors. So.
Yeah, we just want youth to let us know, when things are going well or aren't going well. It doesn't matter, kind of whatever situation is going on with your mentor right now. Jake and I are the guys that you can check in with and let us know if you want, things are going well and you want to hang out with your mentor even more, or maybe your mentor has moved away and transitioning on, maybe they moved somewhere else other than Little Rock and you need a new one. It really doesn't matter what the situation is, guys. Reach out to Jake and I. Know that we're available for you because we want to see every youth have a mentor, somebody in their corner. And guys, nobody ever made it to the next level or the next step of success, whatever that looks like for you in your life, without the help of somebody else. And people who are usually a little bit older, a little bit wiser, or just a little bit further ahead are the perfect people to help get us to that next place, that next goal we want to be at. So yeah, guys, we really hope to hear from you about mentors because we're out here working to get you guys a mentor, just like the greats, just like the GOATs. All right. So
Oprah.
Keep at it. Yep.
You're the next Oprah, guys. You are them.
100%.
I think Colton was touching on something that that I didn't elaborate on earlier, and I'm glad he did. But we can, if you do currently have a mentor, and you're interested in maybe a second mentor or someone that's maybe a little bit different in personality or age than your current mentor, definitely let us know. So just something that's an option out there. So say. We have mentors that are, as young as like 21, 22, mid 20s, We have mentors that are, older, 50s, 60s, and so and anywhere in between. So I mean, you have people that have been through, almost every phase of life. And if that's something that you're interested in, talking with someone again that's maybe fresh out of college, and if that's something that's interesting to you of, kind of how they were able to do that, we can get you connected with someone that's a little bit younger. If you want someone that's more established in life, maybe they, we have a lot of like retired mentors who have been successful business owners, or just again have been through a lot of life experiences. We can get you connected with someone a little bit older for some of those insights as well. So there's nothing wrong with having more than one mentor out there. So because different people can help pour into you in different ways.
So Sunny just commented that Dominique, her mentor, helped her put together a shelf when she first moved into her home.
Very cool.
So things like that, you need help putting shelves together.
Yes.
It's a great thing to do with a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
Dominique rocks.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
All right, guys. Any closing words of wisdom?
Like I said, that's all I got. It's short and sweet. I know I just like blurred right through this presentation, but again, if you're watching this now, watching this later, definitely just reach out to us, reach out to your coach, and let us know that you're interested in learning more or want to hear more. If you have questions, comments, anything like that, we're here to answer it. Me and Colton are really laid back. I mean, we could just sit back and chat a little bit more about just mentors and just opportunities that are out there. And again, we'll post this link again. It looks like it would let me click it right now. I don't think I can copy it, but we'll post it in the Overcomer Facebook page in the comments on there, just so it's something if you want to click on there and go ahead and get that questionnaire, and that'd be super helpful in that first step to getting you connected. So
Great
Sounds
presentation, Jake.
awesome.
Thank you.
yeah,
Yes.
no problem.
Great, Jake. All right, everybody. Well, we'll see you next week. Thanks for coming. Remember, we're on YouTube now. So subscribe to the Immerse Overcomers YouTube page so that when we go live, you'll get a notification. Okay.
Cool.
We will